All right, and welcome to the first episode of this World of Darkness game. I'm not entirely sure where we're going with it, but hopefully we'll have some fun. So,
It just go that away. So
yeah, it's Jim, go ahead and tell us about your character.
My character is Frank Wilson, known as Frank the Tank Wilson. He is actually a sort of an infamous guy. He's got a bit of notoriety. He was kind of a hockey wonderkin when he was a boy. He grew up, he made it to the NHL, he paid his dues, he finally got his first big money contract, and then he assaulted somebody so bad on the ice, he went to jail. He was kicked out of the NHL. He lost all his future money. He still had some money left hockey, but not a ton. And from there, he kind of just had this fall from grace, and to the point where he now works as a janitor at the local college. And in Frank's mind, he has been wronged. He does not believe the punishment fit his particular crime, and he carries a little bit of a chip on his shoulder for not only for that, but when he sees other people that he feels has been wronged, he sometimes feels he needs to interfere to help make it right because he doesn't want anybody else to go through what he had to live through.
Excellent, excellent. Kaz.
all right, my guy. I may change the name slightly, but I'm just going to go with Marcus Finley was the name I thought of, but I think it's actually been used in something else, so I'm probably going to change it. But for right now, he up until this point in his life, he's currently about 25. He's been kind of he was kind of a loser in high school. He got into a lot of trouble, didn't really do anything. So when he got out, he just barely got out, and he just when he moved out of his house to get a job, he never really thought his life was going to get any better than that. He kind of he had a run of bad luck in his life, and he never really had a lot of he never really had a lot of hopes and aspirations. He just was sort of, well, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get a job, and then that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. And so he does work he works with Jim as a janitor in the university now. So he does have a certain hopeful aspect to him where he sees how people can do better, but he doesn't think he's going to. He doesn't think he can. It's sort of so it's actually like he's hopeful but only for other people, and he's pessimistic but is only for himself. So it's sort of he wants to do better, but he doesn't think he can. But yeah, he also on the side in a secondary income to working at the university. He's somewhat involved in a not underground, but let's just say a local off the books MMA fighting. He does that on the side as sort of you know a mix of a hobby and a little extra cash now and then. He has a good record, but he's by no means a champion. He's just, he's a mid carder. He's just someone who kind of shows up and fights whoever they tell him to fight and walks out with a paycheck essentially.
He's not going into the big leagues, but
No, no, he's not. He's not going to take on anyone seriously, but he's not unskilled. He's definitely can hold his own against like most. And as for right now, he's sort of, like I said, trying to get through, trying to get by in life. He's not really, you know, have any great aspirations, but he does kind of hope things will get better someday, but he really doesn't think they will.
all right. So Katie, tell us a little bit about Mara.
Um, let's see, Mara Grace. She is the an only child and only survivor of her family. Her parents were both killed by a drunk driver when she was young. So she's kind of been lost in the system uh, since she was a child. She's lived a lot on the street because, I mean, let's face it, being a foster child sucks. So she's lived a lot on her own, and because of that, she's, kind of a little more streetwise, a little tougher. But she's also somewhat of a genius, but she doesn't really take advantage of it. She's very underachieving. She doesn't go to university or anything. She just kind of uses her intelligence to get things that she needs, and that's kind of how she gets by. She gets by day by day. She's got a fair amount of friends. A lot of them are homeless youth like herself, or have grown up homeless. And she's very active in the furry community, which is kind of her saving grace for now, because it's given her a place where she can be something other than, a poor kid that grew up on the streets.
It's her escape.
It's her escape, and that's about it. Really, she doesn't have a job. She just kind of gets by doing odd jobs here and there. She's kind of a computer genius, so she helps out a lot with computer issues and stuff for those that need it, legal and illegal.
So, Kaz and Jim, Marcus and Frank, you guys have known each other for probably about a year. I don't know. You could say more if you want, but long enough. A friend of yours, Jim, a friend of yours runs poker parties every couple of weeks. Just something to do, a fun thing.
Just like a friendly poker game?
Yeah,
Thing?
yeah, just a friendly poker game.
Right.
Nickel and dime. They don't, expect money. It's just for fun. You've been invited, as per usual, and you've invited Marcus because he doesn't have anything to do. I'm telling you that you don't have anything to do, so you're going.
Maybe I have stuff to do. You don't know. I have a very full and active social life of sitting at home watching Netflix.
Exactly. So Frank has taken pity on you and said, "Dude, you're coming with. I'll spot you $5 so you can play. If you have a problem with that, speak up. I'm just making it up as I go here."
What you mean? It's $5, hey.
Katie, Mara has been couch surfing with one of her friends, Janice, who is the wife of Frank's friend. So you are at the party as well. If you don't feel like playing poker, that's fine. You can just sit in the back working on costume stuff. But that's why you're there. You've been couch surfing. Any questions?
Nope.
Good to go. All right.
All right.
So a little background here. The table's set up, the chips are down. You were all a little late thanks to the construction out front. I'm trying to read. Whoa. Woo. Focus the camera. There we go. All right. Janice is the one that keeps everything organized, and she's got the game set up. She's there with her green dealer's visor, shuffling the deck. She smiles at each of you as you take your seats. Sorry, guys, I didn't have time to get the snacks together. I figured it'd be best if you got set up and going before I run back down and grab them.
Sure.
So you're in the common room on the 6th floor, I think. Yes, on the 6th floor. The room is usually used for large events, birthday parties, neighborhood watch meetings, other kinds of group events. It's not a dive, but it's not new. But the paint's peeling. It's a common kind of apartment group room. So, if you guys wanted to play poker, you can. If not, generally this would be where you would introduce yourselves. But as we determined, Kaz and Jim, you already know each other. So,
What was the name of the chick who was hosting it or whatever again?
Janice.
Janice. Who's the hottie on the couch with the foxtail coming out of her butt?
Whoa.
The pants. Better. You know what I meant.
That's the wrong impression of this party.
Right? I was not expecting this.
Hey.
Were you asking Janice or me?
I was asking Janice.
Okay.
Wait, were you
I'll get
asking loudly enough for her to hear you, though?
Of course not.
So, this is my friend Mara.
Continue to make my costume then.
She's been staying with us for a while. We're trying to convince her to get back to take some classes at university, but we'll see.
Well, she gonna play poker here, or what's up?
Well, I've invited her. We'll see.
Okay. Maybe I'll invite her to play after a few hands.
All right. So, the game is going along fairly well. Like I said, if you wanted to actually play a couple of rounds, I have some rules for like bluffing and whatnot. If not, we can just move forward.
I'm silently observing.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious to play a game, though, now that you mentioned that there are rules involved here for that. So, yeah, I guess we're at the table, so may as well, try a hand or two.
Okay.
So, what are you guys playing?
Okay, so apparently Texas Hold'em is the game.
Okay.
And I expected another. Okay, so you have manipulation plus subterfuge as your potential roles. And you can choose one of two actions: cheating or bluffing. Apparently, there is no playing straight. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so bluffing is manipulation plus subterfuge. Cheating is wits plus larceny.
On second thought, Mara decides she's gonna saunter up to the table and show the boys how it's done.
Frank
Nice.
will offer Mara the chair next to him.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm guessing I'm on the other side of Frank.
It's probably kind of a round-ish table, so.
I nod in your general direction.
All right. Well, now that you put it, although how you put it that way for what the skills involved in cheating are, I was thinking of just bluffing, but I don't know. Maybe if the challenge is being thrown down, the challenge is being thrown back at you because. All right, I am. How do we attempt to cheat?
Okay, give me just a second. I gotta grab a piece of paper here. Okay, so the hand is in three parts, and all right. Each of you will roll at each stage. Whoever ends up with the highest number of successes at the end of the third stage will win the round.
Okay.
So you have to decide: are you going to be cheating or bluffing?
Do you want us to say that out loud to you, or?
It really doesn't matter if the other players know or not, because it's all
Since
going
we're
to be
just die rolls?
yeah, it's going to be die rolls anyway. So
Frank will be bluffing.
bluffing, okay. So you'll be rolling the manipulation plus subterfuge.
Mhm.
I'm usually good at counting cards, so.
So you're going to do cheating. Okay, so you're
And I
rolling
will
wits
too.
plus larceny. And I'm sorry, Marcus.
I'm going to be doing the same. I'm going to be trying to cheat.
Cheat. Okay, so wits plus larceny.
All right.
All right.
That's 5 for me.
Wow.
That's 5 for me too.
It is not for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Janice is bluffing, and she's gonna be rolling 4 die.
Wait, how is Janice playing if she's the dealer?
What, the dealer can't play?
Not in Texas Hold'em.
Not in Hold'em.
No.
Really? Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've played Texas Hold'em.
And her husband's dealing if she's playing.
Yeah, well, fuck it. Okay.
NPC Bill is dealing.
Right. Yeah. Sure. NPC Bill.
Everybody knows Bill.
Yeah, I'm sure there's at least one other person, so
Sure.
they'll be rolling 4 dice. Okay. So we'll start with Katie.
Yep.
So you're rolling. So you click on roll.
5.
Yep, 5 dice.
Oh
So
no.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome.
Sorry, Frank.
Kaz.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
that's how I do business, son.
Jim.
Damn.
Oh wow.
3. Nice. All right. NPC Bill is rolling 4. Wow, 3. All right. So round 1, Kaz, you're definitely winning on that one. All right. So the second round.
My skills are a bit rusty.
Go ahead and roll, Katie. 3. Nice.
Can I change it up? Because I was gonna say, like, after the initial move where he cheated, there's a moment where he kind of gets a pang of conscience and feels like he was, like he didn't want to feel like he was fucking over anybody at the table now but he's already committed to the first part of it, but he's mentally backing out of it a little bit now, so he's gonna try and bluff instead.
I think he feels bad for taking my.
Sure.
All right.
I don't see why
That's
not. So
manipulation versus subterfuge, right?
manipulation and subterfuge, yeah.
All right. I'm only got 2 for that. All right. Still 1.
Okay, Jim. Okay.
I'm not bluffing very well. I must have a tell.
Okay.
It's okay. I'll put your money to good use.
Um,
Well, maybe we should go have coffee after this. You can tell me all about it.
Mama needs a new hard drive.
okay. Next thing I want you guys to do before we get to the last round, for Katie's cheating, I want Jim and Kaz to roll intelligence plus composure. See if you can spot the cheating.
One success.
3 successes.
Kaz, you had what? One?
One.
Okay.
I don't think Frank would actually let on that he's aware.
Okay. Katie?
Yes.
So you'll want to roll intelligence plus empathy to see if you can spot the bluffing.
3, 5. Jesus.
Wow. All right. So
I'm good at counting cards, but not at spotting bluffing.
Nope.
though.
they have no tells. Wow.
Blank slate.
Yep, exactly. All right. So then the last round, the flop. Go ahead and Katie, are you still cheating?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Okay. 3. Kaz, cheating or bluffing?
I'm still cheating.
Cheating?
I mean,
All
I'm
right.
bluffing.
Bluffing. All right. Or not. Only 2?
Well, yeah, I don't have anything in subterfuge.
Oh, right. Okay. And Jimmy got 2. Okay. All right. All right. One last attempt. So Kaz and Jim, you are both tied at 6 successes because of that 5 that you rolled the first round, Kaz. So you two need to both roll intelligence plus empathy against each other to see if either of you can spot the other's bluff.
Two.
Wow.
1.
All right. So Jim, you know he's bluffing. Kaz, you're pretty sure he's got the cards that he says he does. So, Jim, the round goes to you.
I will collect my money.
Yep. You get all of like 70 cents.
70 cents I didn't have before. Put
I don't
that in
know.
the money market.
According to the book, it's like you each ante up $10. I'm like, sure. Nobody has that kind of money. It's 70 cents.
I'll go with 70 cents.
You can buy a soda.
I'm going to buy Mara a cup of coffee afterwards.
All right. So the game continues. Back and forth, back and forth. I'll say, Jim, you're up 30 cents. Kaz, you've got 15. And Katie, you've got 27. You do actually cheat well.
Oh, that's good.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, yes. Okay. The game's moving along. Wait, what did I miss? Oh. So Janice had left a few minutes ago to go get some snacks. And you guys are playing along, and all of a sudden you hear a very distinct pop. Repeat it.
Down.
Yeah. I was going to have sound effects, but I don't.
Do I
No.
actually hear this?
Yes. Yeah. Everyone hears it.
What's
Everyone,
that loud?
Yeah. It's
I've I've hit the ground for sure.
well. Do you actually have experience with that?
With what?
Your character?
I grew up on the street.
Fair enough. All right.
When
I'll,
I hear things that don't sound good, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm down.
I'll allow it. Yeah. All right. So, Mara's on the floor, and you have heard these gunshots go off. After a few seconds, another shot goes off. Almost imperceptibly, there's a shudder throughout the building. It's almost as if an earthquake rumbles.
Sorry, I just had a character for a second. Where are we?
You're still at the table.
City-wise.
Oh, in the city?
No, I mean like, what city in the country are we? What city are we in?
Arkham, Massachusetts.
No, just because. Would I say then, like, earthquakes in the East Coast? What the hell?
Wait a minute. Roll your supernatural.
Okay.
You have the occult skill, so that would be
actually occult and what, or just occult?
I'm going to say intelligence.
Right. 1 success.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you know that earthquakes like this are unusual. So telling the people that are sitting around the table and laying under it that earthquakes are unusual. Absolutely.
The shots, can we tell, are they actually from outside or like a floor below us, or there's like roll to determine that if necessary?
Upstairs. You can tell that they came from upstairs, but they were in the building.
Upstairs?
Upstairs,
Oh,
in the building.
shit.
Yeah.
Does Janice live upstairs?
Janice, no.
Okay.
No, you're in Janice's apartment.
Oh, okay.
We're in an apartment building.
On the
Thought
6th
we were in
floor.
like a meeting place.
We are, but it's on the 6th floor of Janice's room apartment.
How big is this
So,
apartment?
apartment building is a bad description. Imagine. Well, I'm trying to think of a description of the building that would work. Imagine more like a campus fraternity building.
Like a sort of community building kind of a thing, where it's not necessarily. It's more of like a meeting place kind of thing, where it's not. People don't live here.
No, people live here.
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah, yeah. But it's more. I mean, the only description that I'm coming up with is it's like a fraternity, but it's huge. This was a building that has been retrofitted. It used to be a mansion, and it has been turned into apartments.
Okay.
All right. Gunshots.
Right. So the gunshots, poker chips rattle on the table and settle. Do you do anything other than getting under the table?
I'm not getting
I'm tensing up, getting ready to bolt if I have to. And eyeballing some money on the way.
I'm gonna run into the kitchen.
Okay.
I don't know if there's it laying around or like maybe in like a little pantry closet or something. Looking for like a broom or a mop, something with a wooden handle.
Okay. I'll say you absolutely find something. Anything in particular? I mean, did you have a preference of a broom or a mop? I mean,
I just need something with a wooden handle, and I'm gonna unscrew it.
okay.
And I got my little bow staff.
Okay. Yeah. They've got a broom, so yeah.
I'm eyeballing somebody's valuables. I don't know whose. But if
What
I'm
is-
gonna, if I'm
Now
gonna
Frank
take
is
off, I'm
regretting
gonna take
leaving
it with me.
the room.
Huh?
Now Frank is regretting leaving the room because all his money's on the table. All
Yep.
all $5
What are
and
the other
70
people in the
cents.
room doing?
Uh,
I mean,
So-
how many other people are around? Actually, I know there's at least two. One dealer, one other player, but how many other people are in this area or in this room rather?
Probably should have come up with that answer. Well, there's like 2 or 3 other people in the room.
And what is their reaction to it?
They're looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. They're not panicked, but they're definitely uneasy because, hearing gunshots is not something that's, a normal occurrence inside the building.
One would hope. All right. So
Somebody should call the cops.
Okay.
It's not gonna be me.
looking around the room, and you said Janice has left and she hasn't come back.
She has not come back yet. That is correct.
Oh, I don't know if it's been stated or not, whether or not I've introduced her. But like, hey, where's what's her name?
Janice.
Yeah.
Janice, where is Janice? Where did Janice go to get snacks?
Yeah, NPC Bill just says that she stepped out to go get some snacks. She said she'd be right back.
Shit, like did
Somebody
she go
should
downstairs?
probably go find her.
I'm gonna go find her right now. I just need to know where she went. Bill.
She was going downstairs.
Like first floor? Like they got a little convenience store built in somewhere?
Yeah. She was just like going across the street to the convenience store.
Shit. Kaz, what was your character's first name again?
Marcus.
Marcus? Marcus, I'm gonna go down and get Janice. I don't want her walking into something potentially hazardous. You gonna come with me or you gonna stay here?
All right, I'm coming along. Even if if we're heading outside, I don't know if I want to stick around if there's shit going down here.
Laura, what are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna come with you guys. Not really feeling too comfortable being in here anymore.
All right, maybe we'll get that coffee.
Is there any way I can swipe his money on my way out without him knowing?
Roll larceny. Dexterity plus larceny.
Can I have a roll against that since I have seen her cheating once to see if she would do that?
You can do a perception roll. Let's see.
What is perception again?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's composure, I guess, plus. I don't know. Convince me. What do you think it should be?
I'm thinking I can tell you in just a moment.
I thought I had a spare character sheet here, but apparently I don't.
Well, if it's going to be composure as a stat, maybe the skill should be streetwise.
Either streetwise or larceny.
Wits plus composure or a relevant skill in place of composure.
Wait, wits plus what?
Wits plus composure or a relevant skill in place of composure.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think wits plus composure makes sense in this particular case.
Sure. So I'm rolling 6.
Okay.
Wits plus
Wow. Okay, well, you don't fail.
Is she trying to take anything that moves or specifically Jim?
I'm just trying to take his because his is closest to
It's
the
a
door.
push.
Okay.
It's closest to the door on the way out. I'm just kind of walking by.
Okay.
All right.
So
It's
Frank
convenient.
sees Mara swipe the table, picking up the bits of spare change and a couple of dollar bills. Do you do anything?
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to let her see me seeing her.
Um,
I'm going to let her know by looking at her until she looks at me.
Okay.
I'm going to look at her so she knows that I know she just stole that shit.
okay.
I give you a quick look, and I guess we're gonna do that coffee after all.
Sounds good. Let's go save Janice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
head
got
for the.
seat, and I was just like, wait, what?
Okay.
And it's just like, all right, fine, whatever. It's just,
Yeah, and at that point, then I'm just gonna head for the door.
Okay. As you approach the door, it opens and Janice walks in.
Jesus, Janice, are you
Holy
alright?
shit!
What does she look like? She
Okay.
married?
Where the fuck have you been?
Hold on. All right. So Janice returns sans snacks. She doesn't have anything,
Damn it.
but she looks disturbed. Like there's something wrong.
what's going on up there?
It's probably me. I mean, I don't know what I did, but it's probably my fault. But I think the elevator is broken. I can't get down. Oh, she was going to her apartment. Hey, she was going to her apartment earlier. That's okay. I can't get down to my apartment to get the snacks.
Did you not hear the gunshots?
Gunshots? What
Yeah,
gunshots?
there were gunshots right above us.
I was in the elevator trying to go down to my apartment.
So why are you looking so uncomfortable?
Maybe you guys should come and take a look.
At the elevator?
Yeah.
Marcus, Frank, be my guest. I think I'll hang
There's-
with Janice for a minute. You
Warning.
two
That's-
tough guys.
Well, Janice is going to take them to the elevator.
Oh.
I'll follow her just because I'm not gonna let her walk back out there by herself.
Okay.
Got my broom.
Are you sure we're, you know what? I'll got your back, man, but what the fuck are we going to do with this place's elevator?
I don't know.
What, you're janitors? You can fix shit.
Right.
I actually does have, I was putting 2 points into crafts as like maintenance and stuff, but
See?
At the very least, there should be some kind of maintenance number we can call for, right?
it's like, all right, man, let's go check it out, I guess.
Every elevator's got that in case of emergency or whatever, or if you have problems with this, call this number. So, all right, I'll follow her back out to the elevator.
Okay.
I know enough to stick to a couple stronger individuals when I see them, so I might as well stick with you guys as opposed to being alone here. Because who the hell knows what's going on?
While you're walking towards the elevator, go ahead and each of you roll a wits plus composure. I'm not going to tell you why. I just need to know what the result is.
1 success.
Okay.
1.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
wow. That's like a ton of dice, too.
yeah, wits plus composure for me is 5.
Okay.
An anvil drops from the sky.
So, Jim and Katie, as you're walking towards the elevator, there's something odd. You get this feeling of uneasiness, but you don't know why.
Janice, you didn't tell us why you're looking so freaked out. I mean, an elevator not working is not exactly unusual in this crap building.
I don't know what could be wrong. You'll see. Come with me.
All right.
So-
Frank's going to keep his head on like a little bit of a swivel because he doesn't like the way he's feeling.
Same, because just the way she's evading the question is sort of making me nervous.
Okay. So you get in the elevator, and she hits the button for the 3rd floor. The elevator judders and shakes under your feet, going down. You watch the indicator sweep past 6, 5, 4, and come to a halt on 3. But when the door opens, the wall on the outside says 5. She pulls the gate closed and hits 3 again. Again, the elevator goes down. And again, when the gate opens, it says 5.
Are you messing with us?
Fuck.
I felt the elevator go down. Did you feel the
Yeah.
elevator go down, guys?
Yeah, definitely went
Yeah.
down. So, what's on the 5th floor? Anybody
That's
know?
where you started. No, wait, you
we
started on
try-
the 6th floor.
Yeah, I was going to say we started on the 6th floor.
Can we try going back up to the 6th floor again?
Okay.
Press the button.
It goes back up to the 6th floor.
Okay, so
Is there a 7th or an 8th floor?
There is.
Try going up again to the 7th floor.
Okay.
That's where the gunshots were. Let's go to the 8th.
yeah, let's not go towards the gunshots. That's not a smart thing.
All right, let's try 8.
Yeah. At this point, it's almost like he's too puzzled to actually be like the gunshots are still kind of in the back of him. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Just it's too much. You know, it's a puzzle now, and he's like, what? I don't even. You know, he wants to see what's going on.
Well, if you want to be a hero and you want to check it out, I'm going to stick here on
I'm
this
not
floor.
checking out the gunshots. I'm just wondering why the elevator's only going to 5.
Okay.
Well, let's see. It went back to 6. Let's see if it goes to 8.
All right,
That
yeah. I mean,
works. Let's go.
7 or 8, wherever. But I'm just saying, up. I'm not looking for the gunshots.
Okay.
The elevator shutter is coming to a stop on 7.
Shit.
Shit. Let's go back to
Close the doors.
Let's try to go to 3 again.
Okay. It stops on 5.
All right. Sanity.
All right. Getting out. So all right. When we arrive at 5, I just kind of step out, looking up and down the hall. Do I see anything? Or what do I see, rather?
So you can see the you said on the 5th floor, right?
Yes.
Okay. As you look out into the hallway, light seems to fade. I don't know if you can see my hands. Light fades as you look down the hall.
Oh,
Like the hallway seems much longer than it should, to the point where light
No.
is actually. Oh.
No, it's not the hallway is longer. Light seems to stop emanating from the light sources. It's black.
how's it look out there?
Is it? We sitting in modern times here?
Yeah.
It's dark out here.
It's 90s.
90s.
90s?
Yeah, it's not modern, but it's modern enough.
No cell phone lights. Fuck.
Cell phone screen.
All right. I actually,
But it wouldn't be much.
Guido, I had one quick question because one of the merits, I was actually looking through merits to see to get some more information about them.
Sure.
I actually found out I need to adjust some of these because I don't have the prereqs for them. But the one in here that I'm actually looking for, given the circumstance and the fact that I'm not able to find it in mine, do you have information on the merit I for the strange?
Oh man, one of my merits is curiosity. Fuck.
You've also got a will to survive, I imagine.
No.
I probably do somewhere, but I'm not gonna look it up right now.
Actually, just 1 second.
Probably Google it faster.
Yeah, I'm actually doing that right now. And
I'm gonna go grab
okay,
and pee. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Eye for the Strange is can roll intelligence plus composure to determine if scene has supernatural cause.
How would
So,
you have that?
Why would you have it, and where does the merit
well, I
come
didn't.
from?
Honestly, I thought it when I was originally making it. I thought its meaning was different because I thought it was meant like, you know,
Well,
in almost a silly way. He's just such a horror fan that he's kind of just he has such a knowledge of like horror movies and things like that when he sees something like
well,
that he thinks he thinks of it.
I'm not saying no, but what's the source? What book is it coming from?
Um, well, I'm just looking at this. I'm gonna link this from it was from a wiki of World of Darkness Index merits, and it's yeah, and if I'm reading this right, it looks like the source is I don't know what the GMCRU page 162.
What's the name of the merit again?
Eye for the Strange. I misinterpreted what it meant when I was looking at it. I thought it was more like he's knowledgeable of of like weird supernatural stuff in a fictional sense, but some of it may not even apply to the real world. But I like I said,
Oh,
I didn't
that
I
is the
didn't think
God
it was meant.
machine.
Yeah, I
God
didn't
machine.
think
That's what
when
I was afraid
read
of.
that it was meant quite this literally.
Yeah, that's like new World of Darkness.
Yeah, I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna retract that then because I was misinterpreting what I thought the merit did. I thought it was more like, hey, this was like in that movie that I saw, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
You know what?
not
I
like
bet
he
you there's
actually
something
has
for
a
that
sense
though.
of this is a supernatural thing because of thing, but like something he would recognize because of movies basically.
so I would say wits plus occult.
Okay,
I
you know
mean,
what?
just
That would actually give me probably a better role. Um, all right, let me just go back in here because 5, 4 successes.
okay. Something out of the ordinary is definitely going
This is
on. This
Really?
is yeah. Um,
all right.
this is
Let's,
on par with that one movie that you watched. Where oh wait a minute, no, even better. I just lost the title. Jack Nicholson.
The Shining.
The Shining.
Yes.
Oh,
It's like this is. I'm just kind of out in the hall looking. I was like, this is wrong, guys. I don't like this. I think we should get out of here. And I
so
just
Can't
sort
get
of like
below the fifth
with
floor.
and I just looked back. Janice, where are the stairs?
Janice is sobbing in the elevator. She's leaning against the wall, just slowly sliding down, unable to speak. You can almost feel the panic and fear rolling off of her.
so Janice, there's a dark hallway, but why are you so panicky? Aside from the fact that we can't get anything below the 5th floor.
As she's starting to hyperventilate, she asks, "Are we in hell?"
Shit.
I don't know about you, but I've been in hell since I was a kid.
It's like,
I don't know for right now.
it's like, well, it is Arkham, but
That's true. Why don't we take Janice back to the
Yeah.
6th floor, get her back in that room where she knows and she's comfortable in, and then we'll
and then
decide
we'll
what to do.
figure out how to get out of here.
Because if we're not going to be able to get below the 5th floor using the elevator, obviously we're going to need a flashlight or something. So I would say let's get in the elevator and go back up to 6.
I've got a cigarette lighter.
Not
Keep that
the
handy.
handy, but not as much light as we were hoping for.
Come on. Adventure? Anyone?
You guys good with going back up
Survival, no. So yeah, head back. Well, I say we head back up to 6 and just sort of tuck Janice away where she can resume breathing normally.
Okay.
Let's get her back up there and sitting on the couch or something soft and cushy.
As you get out of the elevator, walking back to Janice's apartment, or not Janice's apartment, the other apartment. Anyway, Janice looks around and asks, "Where is everyone? There
What do
should
you
be
mean?
there should be people in the hallway."
Why?
I don't
Should
know.
there be people in the hallway? Maybe everybody's inside their apartment.
I mean, if everybody felt the earthquake or whatever it was that we did, they're probably hiding out.
They're probably hiding in doorways.
Especially if they heard the gunshots too.
Well, we left some people inside this room here where we're playing poker. Let's just go in there and talk to them.
Wait, you said we're in the 90s?
Yeah.
Wait, the era of the game is in the 90s, or this building was made in the 90s? Because I only heard part of that.
No, era of the game. Your
Oh.
characters are in the 1990s right now. The building is old.
Late,
Okay.
middle, or
Well,
early?
when we go back to the apartment, I check the phone, and I pick up the phone, and I try and, see if it's working.
But what part of the 90s? Because that really matters.
Cell
there
phones
was a-
extremely uncommon. Too
I
I mean, if
generative.
it's late 90s, cell phones are a lot more common. Granted, there's no smartphones or anything yet, but
Basically, that was the era that I was going for. You don't have smartphones yet, but cell phones are prevalent.
Like
So
little flip phones.
sure.
yeah.
All right. All right. Well, okay. Well, we're back in the room with Janice now, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
I want to look out the window.
Are there other people in
looking
this
for a phone.
apartment still?
Okay, hold on. One thing at a time here. So, Jim, you said you were looking out the window.
Yes.
While he's doing that, I'm looking for a phone.
Okay.
And I'm looking for other people / things to swipe.
So you can clear off the table.
The room is empty now?
Yes. I'm going to say yes because I don't want to deal with an NPC right now.
No, actually, it ups the creep factor, so that's good.
So you grab a phone, Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
No service. You have no bars.
I meant I was checking like a wall, like the kitchen or wall
Landline.
phone or something.
It's dead. Frank, you look out the window. And remember that feeling of uneasiness that I mentioned before? The hair on the back of your neck stands up. You see black.
Literally just black. No outlines of buildings. Not like the 7 miles an hour. All right. Frank is gonna sit the fuck down for a minute.
Well, the phones are out. Do either of you have a cell phone? Janice?
Did I find anybody in my search?
So there's Janice and the three of you.
Right. I didn't find anybody.
There's no one else in the apartment.
I found the money.
Yeah, like I said, you can clear off the table. No one's paying attention to you.
So I clear off the table and I come back and sit down to Frank. I'm like, so, what'd you see? You're looking a little pale, buddy.
I saw nothing.
What? You mean you saw nothing?
What, like no one outside? What?
Like nothing's
Marcus.
outside.
All right, I go over and I look out the window.
Is the
Roll
phone?
wits plus or roll composure plus something. No, just straight willpower.
Who are you talking to?
Marcus.
Okay.
All right, one success.
Okay. So the feeling of terror that you get looking outside is only quelled by sheer willpower. You feel that scream starting and hold back.
Okay, so both of you are looking a little bit funny. What are you guys
I
seeing?
guess like I walk across the room and I look at other windows and see if I was imagining it or if it's all around.
It's everywhere. There's like 3 windows in the apartment looking outside, and it's all the same.
Where the fuck
You
did
want to fill
everything
me
go?
in? Did you get anybody on the phone? Can you not leave me out in the dark here?
There's no the phone wasn't the phone doesn't work, but what the fuck just happened? I mean, this I I don't know what's going on right now. This is Jesus Christ.
There's nothing.
Anyone
outside.
going to tell Mara what they saw outside?
In a moment.
There is it's like there's nothing. There's just nothing.
What the hell do you mean
there's
nothing?
Look out the window.
There's nothing. I kind of pull back the
Your
curtain.
name's Frank, right? There's seriously nothing.
I wouldn't lie.
All right, whatever. I'm gonna go check it out myself then.
Okay.
Pick it up and cross the room to the window.
So same thing. The hair on on the back of the neck just raises up. Go ahead and roll willpower.
Where the hell is willpower?
Should be on the right side of your character sheet, I believe.
Oh, cool. That's...
Yeah, it's also resolve versus composure. Resolve and composure, rather.
What?
Resolve and composure is willpower.
It equals your willpower equals your resolve plus your composure.
Oh, right. Okay.
So either way.
2
Okay.
successes.
So you're a little more calm when you turn back to Marcus.
Yeah, there's nothing out there. I guess there's something out there, but it's black. So, is there something out there?
There's not a city out there. That's what I fucking noticed.
Maybe something's covering the windows. I don't know. Get a flashlight. Get a chair. Throw the chair through the window.
Open the window before we throw a chair through it.
Oh, you know. We could do that
Are
too.
any of the windows already open?
I don't think I want to open a window
Why
for
not?
nothing. Because there's nothing out there.
Well, maybe there's something on the windows.
So you can tell that it's. I mean, if you were to say tape a trash bag to a window, you can tell that there's something on the other side of that glass.
Okay. So we can tell that there's nothing on the glass.
Yeah, there's nothing on the glass. There's nothing. I mean,
So there's nothing on the glass. Does anybody want to open it? See what's out there? Frank, I'm looking at you, buddy.
I have no desire to open that window.
All right, Marcus.
Right now, I want to get the fuck out of this building, wherever that would lead. But that's a problem I'll deal with when I get to it. Right now, sitting here isn't going to solve anything. We need to make a plan and execute.
Well, I don't mean to alarm you guys, but everybody who is in here are no longer here. So
Maybe
it's
they
just
went
us.
to some of the other apartments or something. I don't know.
Probably, but why
Oh.
wouldn't they just stay here?
I don't know. They live here? Maybe?
I don't know.
I
and
don't-
I have no idea why they were here.
I don't know all of them. Bill lives here, though, somewhere in this fucking building.
Right.
He says, hoping that's true.
Maybe,
But
but
why would they run to their apartment? How would they get to their apartment as opposed to this room?
Maybe the apartments are above. Maybe they're the same floor. You know what?
maybe the stairs.
Yeah, but
need
we
to
would
try
have
the
seen them.
stairs.
We were in the elevator. Nobody else was using the elevator, so where the hell did they go?
There's got to be more than one. You know what? Before we even go anywhere or to check on any of the people, we should toss this place. See what kind of weaponry we can find, quite honestly. There's
Yeah,
people tons above
I'm
us,
feeling
maybe.
kind of nervous right now. I think I would feel better if I had something to hit something with.
Really?
so
Scared of some dark
okay.
ghosts out there?
Everybody roll perception.
Perception. What's perception again?
It's gonna be. What is it?
Oh, it's wits plus composure.
Sure.
It's
0. I see nothing. I
one.
went.
1.
Okay. I'm debating on whether or not to do something here. Yeah. So, Frank and Mara, you both hear just enough to catch your attention. Something outside the apartment door scraping across the floor.
Did you hear that,
I did hear that.
Marcus? Did you
Hear
hear
what?
Something
It-
outside
what?
the door.
That? Sounded like a scraping? Yeah?
So basically, imagine a hotel carpeted floor. So it's got that really thin
Mm-hmm.
and something dragging across it.
People. I'm gonna go look at the people on the door. I assume there is one, being at their apartments and shit now. You know that little tiny glass hole that you can peer out through?
Just as you look through it, you see something pass beyond your field of view.
What did you see?
Is it any way to identify like shape or
Well,
color?
you could tell that it was someone's back.
Were they hunched over? Could I tell?
You didn't see it long enough.
Looks like
No, they weren't hunched over like it wasn't Smeagol.
well, that's good. Cause fuck that guy. Okay, there. I saw a back. Somebody's back. Male, female. I don't know. There's something out there.
Pretty sure by the stature it was a guy.
I think it was a guy.
Okay, so you saw somebody walk by the door. Is that
What was the
abnormal?
yeah? But what was the scraping part of it?
I don't know. Maybe he was dragging something.
Shit. What do you mean dragging? It's
I
not.
don't know.
If it's garbage day, I mean we don't really care right now.
I don't know. You're the one with the
Alright.
broom handle.
Fuck this. I need to find a weapon other than my trusty broomstick here. This Devil's Tower bottle opener will fill in for my trusty broomstick.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
Go and retrieve.
Start in the kitchen. That's the obvious. Knives.
Yeah, there's there's a couple of good sized knives, but
Being somebody on the street, I already have a knife.
sure.
Not a giant knife, just like a decent sized pocket
Okay,
knife.
sure. I would say it's probably in your backpack, not on you at the time, but it's easily accessible, so sure.
While you guys get your weapons, I'm gonna go get my knife.
Okay. We got a knife and a broom.
All right, I check the closets or any place I'm looking for, baseball bat, hockey stick, any sturdy piece of, any sturdy club-shaped thing I can swing at someone.
Let me know if you
Plus
find
one
a
at
hockey stick.
machete. If you guys ever find a machete, let me know.
I'll
Plus
do.
one.
Well, I know a store that sells them for like $12.
Yeah, but I don't have $12 to spend on a machete.
Not here, but back at work, we have gardening supplies. But then again,
We do.
that's a matter for another time and another place.
So
If we get out of here, I will give you one of them.
we'll just say it was lost and we'll expense it.
So you guys are acting like it's the end of the world when
Well,
we don't
how do
even
you
know what's
explain
going
what's on? Because this is some weird shit.
I
I
don't
can't
know.
believe this happens to you every third Tuesday.
A citywide power outage and there's no full moon.
It's not a power outage.
And the full moon was last, and the
There's
new moon
noth-
was last week.
There's nothing out there. You know what? I can't sit here any longer. can't.
All
We
right,
gotta
do
go
I
out.
find anything in the closet? Or, what is it again? For searching that.
Good help. Baseball bat, yeah, you can absolutely find.
Okay.
So who's gonna stay here with Janice? No
Can't stay here with
offense,
Janice.
but she's kind of cracked a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Which is
I don't-
why we should bring her with us.
Yeah, I think we should all get out of here because once we're out, I don't really like the idea of coming back.
Do you really want somebody who's damn near lost it to tag along with us?
No more than I want to leave her behind.
I mean, she's been nice to me too, but at the same time, I don't want her dragging us down. Whatever the hell is going on out there, I don't need dead weight.
Well, why don't we feed her some of this handy vodka, and then we'll take her. She'll shut up.
Oh, so you can drag her drunk ass?
Yeah.
Hey, if you're big enough to carry
She's-
her, go for it.
But by that I mean you. I mean, you have to take care of her, obviously.
No. No.
What?
What, just because she's my friend, I have to take care of her?
yeah,
Well,
that's
she's
what
my
friends
friend
are.
too.
Uh-uh.
I'm saying if you're not
Survival
if you're-
of the fittest. In a situation like this, you get left behind if you lose it. We're gonna why
Look,
don't we
I ain't
just
telling.
put her in a closet and just leave. She'll be okay. As long as she stays in there, right?
if she can roll that well enough, I will agree to it. Like, is there some kind of social roll to
Yeah.
convince me?
So you could roll. I would say manipulation plus.
Persuasion, maybe?
Yeah,
Socialize?
some
Shit
kind
like
of.
I think persuasion manipulation would be good for this kind of thing.
I think there is a persuasion skill.
There is.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Persuasion. So is that what I'm rolling?
Yeah.
Is that a straight roll, or does she roll against me?
You don't act opposed to it.
Yeah. I mean, if
I would go along. If she rolls it, I'll do it. And then Frank will just tell himself, once we get out, we'll come back. Once we know the way out, we'll come back for her.
I think it's more. So, have you been talking about this around Janice so that she can hear? And
Well,
are you going to try and convince her to hide in the closet?
yeah, we're gonna talk to her and say, hey, look, we're gonna go find out what's going on. Since you're not feeling great, you hide in this closet.
Yeah.
Don't come back, or
So-
don't come out
Do not
until you
drink
hear.
all this vodka. Have a few.
Wink,
shots.
wink.
That's
Can
it,
you
but
guys-
don't drink it all.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, my cat just stepped on something.
Silly kitty.
So, Katie, go ahead and roll your manipulation plus persuasion.
Okay.
And this is to.
Damn it! Are you serious?
Okay.
So Janice doesn't want to hide in the closet.
Janice is going to be sticking with you guys. She does not want to be left alone.
All right.
Well, she can still hold the vodka. All right. Well, we need to go. I mean, we can't just stay here. I mean, shit, we got work in the morning.
Whatever. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm done with creepy ass building. Let's get out of here.
Wait, what about Bill?
You
Bill's not
haven't
here.
seen Bill.
Bill's on his own.
That's right. We didn't find anybody. All right, whatever. Let's go.
Guido, I got 10 to 15 minutes max.
Okay. If you want, this is a good place to stop.
Probably.
All right.
Right
Right,
before we depart.
before we open the door.
Yep,
Can we open the door and see what's out there quick?
you can. You want to?
No, we gotta build the suspense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I want.
As your hand reaches slowly for the door, you grasp the knob and